What's going on, YouTube? Today we're gonna learn 3 free transitions inside of Premiere Pro. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into it. First, starting off, if you like me, everybody wants something for free. I don't really want no transitions that I gotta pay for. If it's just that dope, all right, I pay for it. But for the most part, I wanna know how to do things that's free and how to work the functions that's already inside of Premiere Pro. So for the sake of this tutorial, you're gonna need 2 clips. So we're gonna take the first clip and drag this down, drop it in our timeline. Then create a little bit of space for the second clip. Let's drop that in our timeline over here. So for the first transition, you're gonna want to duplicate the clip. Some of you can just drag it up, and I like to just copy and paste the clip on top of the other clip. Now you want to go to effects and hold on. Put the, so that way I'm not looking at the image. I can look into y'all eyes. So go into effects. You want to get your crop, and you want to put the crop on the top clip. Then you want to click on the bottom clip, and you want to scale the bottom clip to about 115, right? So now we're going to click back on the top clip, and we're going to crop that clip to whatever part of the image that you want to draw focus to. So if it's the cigarette, if it's the astro sign, whatever the case may be. Let's say we want to draw focus to the cigarette in the image. So we're going to crop the top and then the bottom, right? So that way when it plays, you get this type of effect. Now it does make you take a double take, like, am I looking at that right? But it's a pretty dope effect when it's in music videos and it's cutting pretty fast. And that's pretty much it for the first transition. Once you put different filters on those 2 clips, it'll really make it stand out. For the second transition, it's this exact same, the exact same edit. However, all you're gonna do is drag a black and white and drop that on the bottom clip. The clip that you scaled to 115. So we're gonna go back to effects, type in black, and scroll all the way down. Drag this on the bottom clip. Right? So now it gives that effect. And normally when it's like this, I'll spread it out a little bit so the clip that's in color can be a little bit wider. And so you get this type of effect. Again, I would do this for whatever you're trying to draw focus to in the music video, because their eye is just gonna naturally draw them to the color, not the black and white. And that's how it'll look. Right? All right. So for the third transition, you're gonna need 2 clips. So let's delete this top clip. We're gonna scale this clip back to 100. Click on motions. Put that back to 100. And let's take the black and white off of it. All right. So the clip is now normal. Now we're gonna have the first clip go into the second clip, right? But I want you to put your cursor in the middle of both of those clips. Drag it out so you can really see if you're in the middle or not. So we're in the middle, and I want you to, sorry about that, my battery died, but we back at it. All right, so once you have your cursor in the center, you want to move over 3 frames. I think 3 frames is a good mark. If you want to move over 5 frames, all you got to do is hold down shift and hit the left arrow or the right arrow. But for this transition, I say 3 frames is good. So, I'm sorry, not click down here. That's 3 frames. I'm going to put a cut. You hit C on your keyboard for the cutting tool. Now we want to move over 6 frames. 3 frames is going to get us back to the middle of both of those clips, but we want to move 3 frames into the other clip. All right, so we're going to put another cut on that line. And then you can hit V on your keyboard to go back and get your regular cursor. Now what we want to do is click on the first clip, and I want this clip to start at 100 scale. So we want to move up to motions and put a keyframe on the beginning of that clip, which is at 100. But by the end of the clip, I want it to be scaled to 150. Right? Keyframe. So now you can see the 100 is right there, but when I click right here, it says 150, right? So now let's click this image. Oh, y'all see that? So I actually, which is cool, I put the 150 on this clip. So let's click this clip and put 150 here. Because what's gonna happen is it's gonna go from 100 to 150, 150 on this clip, back to 100, if that makes sense. So since we already put this clip to 150, now let's click the end of the clip, which is already at 100, and let's set a keyframe. Wrong clip. You see I clicked the wrong clip again? Is this clip? This is the clip that it should be on. Sorry, 100. So, and the reason why it's easy for me to click the other clip so easily because I don't have it scaled where I can really see what I'm clicking on. But it's cool. So this is the effect that you would get. Did that happen too quick? Let's look at it again. It's basically, it's almost as if the clip jumps out at you and the new clip is jumping at you and then it comes into frame. So that's pretty much it. One last thing I just want to touch bases on is one of my favorite transitions, and it's so basic, but it's called cross dissolve. If you don't know what cross dissolve is, basically just scratch the word and it's fade. I just found out about this maybe within the last year. I would actually, just how I showed y'all how to do the keyframes with the scale, I would do the opacity like that. I would set a keyframe at 100, and then I would pick where I wanted to fade to end, and I would set the keyframe to -100 just to create that fade, until I found out about cross dissolve. Like, why am I wasting all this time? So cross dissolve, all you have to do is drag it on your clip, and whether it be the end of the clip or at the beginning of the clip. And as you can see, the cross dissolve, you can actually see the diagonal line where it fades. And if I felt like this faded too quickly, I could just drag my fade. Or if it was too long, I could drag it and make it short. So if I want the fade to start right here, I just drag it to right there. And to whatever your preference is. So I just felt like that cross dissolve will save you all a lot of time. But if you found this video helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know your feedback in the comments if you want me to continue making these type of tutorials. I can definitely show you some other transitions that make my life a lot way easier. And yeah, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. Hit that notification bell. It's your boy K Dash. I'm gonna show you a couple clips of these transitions in a music video that I just released about a week ago, just so you can see how they look in the music video. I think it came out pretty dope. I try not to use the same transitions over and over in each video, I try to put them in a rotation. If I use particular transitions in this video, I'm probably not going to use those same transitions until maybe 3-4 videos down the line. So that way, new clients that's looking to work with you, they're not, because they're going to go through your work to see what you're capable of shooting and what you're capable of doing. And you don't want them to see you're using the same transitions for every video, because they're just going to assume, okay, well, my video is going to look like that too. So me personally, I would say switch it up. You should have an arsenal of different transitions to use. I may use 3 or 4 different ones on a music video. I may use them multiple times within that music video, but I try to narrow it down to only 3 or 4 different types of transitions. So let's go ahead and dive into the actual music video. I'm gonna show you a couple clips of that. And then if you wanna check out the full music video, just click on the link in the description. It's your boy K-Dash.
My wrist is steady. Drug about that now. I lost my mind. I stay with that iron, let that fire blow.